So Jordan, coming into this game, you know it was going to be quite the challenge with NJ. Just talk about personally how you felt today.
He's definitely a great player, and his size is something teams got to be aware of. But he's not the only guy on the court. You know, they have other great players too, and I think they did. They're a really talented team, and they play well together.
This really was a tale of two halves. I mean, the second half you only outscored them by 1 point, but you had that big run towards the end of the first half. Can you just talk about what the difference was between both halves?
I think in the first half when we went on a run, the big difference was defensive intensity, and we did a really good job in the first half on that run of putting stops together. So getting a stop, scoring, and then getting another stop and stringing those together, and that's the reason we went on a run.
So Shaq, the last few weeks, I mean, you've really been on a good run over here. Just talk about, today your performance.
I think it's just working hard, just giving effort and just going out there and playing how you're supposed to play. And, if you do that, there's not too much that can go wrong.
I mean, you really had a lot of hustle plays today. Is that something that really is a catalyst, you think, for your entire game?
Definitely. I mean, I think I was getting away from 50-50 plays and, boxing out, just going in there, just trying to get a board every time. And I think today I just came in. I don't care what else happens, how many points I score, but, rebounds and hustle plays have to be on my side, definitely.
It's the last game before you guys will be starting conference play now. Looking at this game, what do you think of it now going in with Washington State coming in? Were you guys satisfied with how you played your game?
I guess satisfied is a dangerous word because when you become satisfied, you become complacent. And all we got is tomorrow. We can't. One of my favorite quotes is, "Yesterday is a canceled check. Tomorrow is promised money. Today is cash in hand. Today's all we got, and we got to work hard. We got to look to the future, but we got to work hard today." And yes, it's a great win, and I'm really happy we won, and it gives us momentum. But we really got to keep looking forward to today and working hard today.
I also agree. I mean, to go off of what he said, we're gonna have some tough practices coming up preparing for these schools, but I mean, that's my funnest time, in practice, getting after it. So, I'm really excited to play, Washington State. I'm really looking forward to it.
I mean, you never want to think about academics as being a distraction, but this time of year when you don't have school to worry about, is this a time that you feel personally the team really makes its biggest improvement?
To be honest, I feel like we make improvements. We make strides all over, the year from when we start to when we come. Grades is in the classroom, and when we come to practice, that's practice. We still got to learn. So, I feel like we've been learning the same amount, all throughout. We just have to prepare for whatever UW is going to throw at us coming up.
Is that game really special for you, being from Washington?
I really don't like to think about it or comment on it. I mean, I'm just looking forward to the tip-off. That's all I can really say about that. Try not to get too antsy.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask you, how do you think after the preseason, now 11-2 preseason, how do you evaluate the team, and what do you think you're like moving forward?
I definitely think we got work to do. We've made strides, but we just got to keep chopping wood every day. And like I was just saying, we got to take every day one day at a time and work hard on that day.
What do you need to challenge?
I mean, me personally, I got to figure out
just the whole team.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I got to figure out my free throw, but as a team, I mean, we just got to become. I think the biggest thing is we got to play better defense.
Better defense.
We got to keep our man in front of us. I mean, today was tough because NJ is just a big guy, and I did what I could and made him travel a couple times, which was all you can do. I mean, I just had to move my feet and do what I could, But defense, I think, is going to be the key to our success.
And I mean, to go off of what JB's saying, I definitely agree. I feel like we're miles away from where we need to be on defense, and that's everybody, except for JB, because I feel like, without him, we would be in a world of trouble. And, I feel like we all try to stay on our men, and JB's kind of the emergency exit, So when it gets down to it, we're like, okay, he got passes, and hopefully JB comes and swats it, which he does most of the time, but we just have to make it a top priority. I think that's what it is. We have to make it top priority.
Herb talked about improving the schedule in the early going. Do you think that has helped too? Has that helped sharpen the team a little bit?
I mean, I think so. I mean, we really don't know what we're up against going in the Pac. I mean, this is my first time in the Pac-12. I really don't know what to expect, and I feel like it's like that every game. It starts over every single game.
Yeah, and the Pac-12 is going to be tough this year. I mean, we got, what, 4 top 25 teams in the Pac? Pac definitely has stepped its game up, and what Coach Sherb has done is put us against the best teams. I mean, we played some really, really solid teams. We had some great wins, and hopefully it's prepared us. Only time will tell, but I feel more prepared than in past years.